Okay, this is DragonofEternity and welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV Dawntrail, patch 7.1 content. In the last video, I got to the respected rank with the Pelupelu. So in between videos, I have gotten the reputation bar to max. In this video, we will be accessing the next level of the Pelupelu. So, Pelupelu. Recruitment drive. Oh, it's that guy who kidnapped Wuklamad. Okay, I guess we're recruiting the bandits. Something seems to be weighing heavily on Pelupelu's mind. What am I going to do? I can't seem to find anyone up to the task. Oh, Marishna. You have the habit of appearing exactly... Let me clean my glasses for a second now. Of appearing exactly when I need you. I've got a problem on my hands. Don't worry, the agency's doing just fine. The Irvinshire tours have been a runaway success, and if bookings stay steady, we'll soon recoup all the recent outlays. Well, that's actually the problem. The upper reaches of kozama'uka are proving too popular. We're struggling to meet demand with our current number of tour guides. I want to address this issue before the burden starts wearing the staff down. You aren't aware of anyone in need of work who knows the region like the back of their hand, are you? Choices? Choices. A certain bandit gang comes to mind. So what happens if I go through these two? Is it just going to, like, repeat to this? A certain bandit gang comes to mind. I mean, they are suited for combat, and I do know the region well. You don't mean the bandits who kidnapped Dawntrail and Wuklamad during the Rite of Succession? I'm sure they know the area well, but... hold on. I do remember hearing about a group of miscreants who turned themselves into the Landsguard not long after the Ascension ceremony. Apparently they were later released on parole. I suppose if they're willing to atone for their crimes and genuinely wish to make a fresh start... Is this going to be an emote? Are people going to hear the coins drop and the jingle nearby other people? Because if so, that would be kind of annoying. My inner abacus even, is clacking away. It seems we should speak with them, at the very least. Reduce the strain on our staff, have former bandits give back to the communities they wronged. Yes, everyone stands to gain much from a potential arrangement. Huzzah. Would you be willing to help track down these bandits? Sure. I knew I could count on you. Let's head to Medifires and see what we can glean from the locals. Da-da. Right, many fires. Wrongy for it. Right, languid angler. Has Mobby heard Wind talk of bandits? I'm afraid not. These parts have been peaceful of late. Plenty of time to fish. Although I did eye-catch a scrawny fisher in the woods not far from the Seaver's Mantle. Atanawata with crazy hair as bright as jingly shine. I wonder who he was. Let's see, concerned merchant? Ah, you seek news of the bandits let out on parole. Sneaky takers, the lot of them. They spread many bad feels in the village with their crimes. Cheese was not for them. Apparently, they were eye-catched not so long ago. Bobby dreads to think about the inevitable recidivism? Google, what is recidivism? Recidivism. Meaning the tendency of a convicted criminal to reoffend. Okay. I hope they've taken the time to reflect on the wrongness of dirty taking and are ready to make an honest living. You learn new words every day with FF14. Busy peddler. My goodness, it's you! You came here with Dawn's servant Kona, seeking information about the bandit that waylaid me. Is there anything I can help you with this time? Yes, I seek the bandits. Ah, you wish to know what happened to Wakesa and his band of brigands after all that? Well, I gather they surrendered to the Landsguard. They even confessed the whereabouts of their stolen goods, that everything might be returned to the rightful owners. Sure enough, my merchandise made its way back to me. Apparently, some of their victims were so moved by the gesture that they petitioned the Landsguard for a more lenient sentence. Perhaps that's why Vauwuklamat granted them parole. I don't know how they fared fence, but I've heard nothing to suggest they've been causing trouble. Anyhow, if you'll excuse me, I must meet with a client in Urkopacha. I do hope we meet again someday. Alright. Where are you? Any news of our bandits? Sounds like they've been keeping to themselves. So they turned themselves in, returned the stolen goods, and are now living in the wilds after being pardoned. What's more, it seems they haven't fallen back into old habits. Let's make for the woods to the south. That's where the angler spotted Wakesa, right? Hopefully we'll run into him there. I was wondering what he meant by south. No, that's south. Alright. I must admit I regret being so bold, but then again, what do I have to fear with you by my side? Don't jinx it. People with me have died. This isn't going to be another, like, follow the person back to the base kind of quest, is it? Starting to think I'm not cut out for fishing, and a man can't live off scrounging berries forever. What to do? Hi! Ah, you that salted devil of a sellsword! Listen, I turned myself in, even gave back what I stole, but I left behind me for good. What more could you possibly want from me? I'm here to give you a job position. I have a proposition for you. And why should I trust you? You're here to get revenge for the kidnapping, aren't you? I assure you, as my associate says, we really do have a proposition for you. I'm Pelupelu. It's a pleasure to meet you. I'll get straight to the point. If you're serious about keeping to the straight and narrow and making amends for your past crimes, perhaps you'd like to work with us at the Terali Travel Agency. Work for you? Ha! I see your scheme. Plotting to haul me off to the mines under the guise of employment, aren't you? Curse you, Blackhearts! I ate dirt to survive after I escaped. I won't set foot inside another mine, while there's still breath in my lungs. Wait! Please don't be another follow quest. How's that work with flying? That was unexpected, and all that talk of mines. He seemed generally traumatized. Marishna, I want to find out what happened to him. Hopefully that way we can clear up this misunderstanding and have a proper discussion. I hate to ask, but could you find Wakasa and bring him back here? He was awfully fast, but I doubt he could outrun you. Search for Wakasa. Alright. And hopefully it's not a bloody follow him and hide behind trees quest again. It was annoying in Garlemald, and it was annoying here. I don't care how fast they are. They'll never find me here. Hi. What? Ow! Unbelievable. I ran full pelt and yet... what's the use? Listen, I know what we did was inexcusable, but after it came to a head we made an oath to never walk that path again. I won't bother another soul. I'll live out my days on the fringes. Please, just leave me be. You're saying this is all a misunderstanding? Well, it's clear there's no escaping you regardless. Fine, I'll hear her out and put my fate in your hands. Let's go make Godsoma. I suppose it's nice to get, like, more story from them. Because, yeah, last you heard of them was back in this zone. Don't worry, I'm not going anywhere. Your associate says she wants to talk, and I'm prepared to listen. I apologize if we frightened you, Wakasa. This wasn't our intention. Are you willing to tell us why you fled? Before we get to that, I want you to be honest. Do you really have a proposition for me that doesn't involve dragging me back to those godforsaken mines? Yes. In that case, I'll be honest with you. Me and the rest of the gang first came here after fleeing Jacques Doral. Al? What happened to Jacques Doral? I'm sure I don't need to tell you, but Cheloni's been a hotbed of development since they found blue gold beneath the plains. Yep, the ceruleum. Among the folk that got their hands on a drilling permit, there were more than a few looking to get rich quick. The kind of despicable bastards who didn't think twice about sending kids into the tunnels. And we worked for the worst of the worst. Kind of a... how do you say this? Inappropriate music for that kind of thing? Yeah. Day after day, toiling and wasting away till we died or escaped, we eventually realized, so we smuggled ourselves out in empty cerulean barrels. You can imagine what happened next. That Vidral of a foreman tried to hunt us down, so we fled to kozama'uka and took to banditry, so as much to conceal our identities as to make ends meet. Right or wrong be damned, we would survive, but when we heard that Dawn servant Wuklamat spoke of our plight during the Ascension ceremony, we decided to turn ourselves in. After a time, she showed us mercy and gave us a pardon. Even so, there's still that fear of what might happen if the foreman or his lackeys were to find us. And all's thanks to Kona. I doubt Kona found the ceruleum. Thank you for sharing your story and telling me of your struggles you and your friends have experienced. Of these struggles. I am mincing my words a lot this video. Let me assure you that I do not wish to bind you with contracts or chains. I offer only the opportunity for you and your comrades to provide for yourselves, to make an honest living on your own terms. So, how about it? How does working at the Dawntrail travel agency sound? That's more than any of us dared hoped for. But what if word gets back to the foreman? If someone shows up to haul us away, and we drag you into our affairs? I'll need to look into it to be sure, but I honestly don't think there's much chance of that happening. Thanks to the efforts of the Dust Watch and Daybreakers, Shaloni's no longer the lawless place it used to be. Besides, I've been working on a plan to help reintegrate former outlaws into society. I'll be sounding out the Ring of Reflection to see if they can't support the initiative. I'm sure the new Dawn servants will give their blessing. Incredible, but you know, it feels like we should be begging you for the opportunity. We've burned so many bridges. I'll make damn sure you don't regret this. That said, what exactly are we supposed to do for you? About all we're good for is manual labor and pathfinding. Though I do also know my way around a cook fire after feeding miners for all those years. This wasn't part of the plan per se, but I think your culinary skills might come in handy. A restaurant on site could be a real earner. As for your comrades, we've been looking for individuals with an intimate knowledge of upstream kozama'uka, who are also capable of handling themselves. My plan was to employ them as guides turned protectors, after a thorough assessment and proper training. I'd say it's about time we got back and continued preparations. Wakesa can meet us back at the agency in Dock Poga once he contacts his friends. I did not expect this quest to involve the mines. And with that, I can turn that in. Yeah, then I can see what the new dailies are. Maybe gathering some materials for the restaurant. I wonder where it's going to be. God, I love this FF10 music. It's such a blast from the past. Real honest work. Something tells we won't get another chance like this. Welcome back, Mariashna. I reached out to the Ring of Reflection, and it was just as I thought. It seems Wakesa's fears were unfounded. The situation in the cerulean fields has changed dramatically in the past few years. Groups like the Daybreakers have put an end to the practice of child labor, and the Dust Watch have all but stamped out the violent duels that used to be so common. As for the company you and your comrades worked for, they have long since been shut down by the Daybreakers. For its part, the Ring of Reflection is committed to the restoration and preservation of law and order in Shaloni. Any new unscrupulous drilling operations are swiftly dealt with. You needn't worry about anyone coming after you. Thank the heavens for that. In that case, we can commit to doing our part and repaying our debts. We've decided to set aside some of our earnings and repay folk for all the hurt we caused, you see. Wonderful, simply wonderful. It's a pleasure to have you on board. And there's the restaurant. Do they have different outfits on now? He does. That fish does look appetizing. Wait, were they the three in the cutscene? I think they were. Thanks to the efforts of Pelupelu and her special advisor, Wakesa and his comrades have agreed to join the Terali Travel Agency. With this influx of new recruits, the shortage of staff that had threatened to curtail expansion into Irvinshire has been resolved. While his former crewmates be again training as guides, Wakesa himself will be devising a menu of delicious local dishes as head chef of the agency's brand new eatery. Be sure to assist him and his crew of former brigands on their road to rehabilitation. Oh, that's cute. Oh, I love that. Reputation up. Your reputation has increased to honored. You have achieved honored reputation with the Terali Travel Agency. New Pelupelu Society daily quests are now available. Undertake 3 additional ones. Lovely. Wider selection of wares from Pavil. Pelu Proponent free. Alright. How many days is this going to take me? 180, 360 today, 540. Hang on. Calculator. 132 divided by 180. 8 days. Alright. So it should be done next week. Alright. Right, what new items do you have? Let's see. Yeah, got you, got you, got you. I can get you after turning these in. Lovely. 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 Pelu Pack. A rustic receptacle for all your Pelu possessions. Used to unlock a Pelu Pack. And then, yeah, I bought the Punity Horn in between videos. Because I didn't have enough last video. Let's see, what are they? Passion. And now I just have that on my back. Huh. Alright. Gotta say, local cuisine is actually pretty good. I want to try some of that stuff over there next time. That's going to be an emote, isn't it? What's up, buddy? Soft and squidgy, round and green, tasty treats. Adventurer, I can't believe everything that's happened. Thank you. After all those years in mines serving up grub, I'm used to catering for large groups. I won't let you or Pelupelu down, that's for damn sure. Aw, that's... Oh, I love that. They're not training in there. Oh, that's really sweet. Let's see. New quest, a sympathetic ear. Hubli wishes you to interview Wakesa's companions. Those former bandits make for surprisingly hard workers. I admit, I was nervous about employing them at first, but now I can't imagine running the agency without them. I wonder, however, if they have any qualms about the work they do for us. As you know, the Ring of Reflection is supporting the initiative, and we need to report our progress. Would you mind heading out and assisting with the employee interviews? The Hanu Guide is out at many fires, and with one of them this very moment. lending a sympathetic ear to their concerns. Alright. Worth the wait. Jubilee is waiting on a shipment to arrive. An important shipment has just arrived from Irvinshire, delivered to the nearest wharf by Punti. Or Puniti. I still don't know how you pronounce it. The problem, however, is that the crate is extremely heavy. Oh boy. I'd like to have it moved before arriving customers trip over it, but our Moblin porter appears to be struggling with the weight. Could you go down to the wharf and lend a hand? The porter will tell you where the crate needs to be. Alright. In time for lunch. Jubilee would have you hear out Wokessa's request. I have a request from Wokessa. Something about making an urgent delivery to a guide out in the middle of a sightseeing tour? Could you please talk to him and see what you can do to help? Alright. So, what's this one? Yeah, in time for lunch. What's up, Wokessa? Did Jubilee send you my way? Good, because I really need someone to make a food delivery. When the tours head out to far-flung places, I pack lunches for the groups to take with them. One for each of the customers and one for the guide. Can't have them going hungry, now can I? Well, today, a guide friend of mine took the lunches with her as she usually does. Being an incurable scatterbrain, though, she only grabbed the customer packs and forgot to take her own. I need someone to deliver a meal to our forgetful guide before she pushes too far on an empty stomach. You'll find her somewhere around Marsh Ligaka. Hopefully upright and not fainted by the wayside. Alright. Let's see. Marsh Ligaka, worth the wait. Marsh Ligaka. Ah, alright. So, what's this heavy crate then? Special advisor, thank you for coming to hand help Floppy or Mobby. Potsworn goldwork is a popular choice for kozama'uka memory keeping, but a crate holding many gold crafts is much too bulky weight for one moblin to move. Please, he needs an iron-armed adventurer to carry it to the supply office. Alright. Take it to the supply office. Over there. Alright. 60 seconds. Growing warier with each passing second. Over there. Supply officer. Here you go. Ah, it's that a shipment from Irvinshire. Thank you for bringing it in. I would have picked it up myself, but sorting out our inventory has kept me changed to the storehouse. Potsworn craft is in high demand, and maintaining a steady supply has been a logistical headache to say the least. We've just had a customer asking about availability, so I'd like to get this goldwork on the shelves sooner rather than later. Alright. So next is sympathetic ear. Yeah, 180 done already, so it'll be 360. So 5-6 more days? Aye. Uncertain guide. Hello. You want to hear Rose and Rose? You people are too good to us. Hello. Ah, you're just in time. Feel free to chime in while we discuss this lady's concerns. Tell us, how do you feel about your tour guide duties? It's fine if you're simply enjoying the work, but please don't hesitate to share any issues you've encountered. There was something bothering us lately. Those of us from the old gang, well, we're not the most polite bunch. We try to watch our tongues, but old habits die hard, and we're afraid the customers are bought off by our rough way of talking. You can work on improving it slowly but surely. Some might find it appealing. The Hanu and the Pelu have their own quirks as well. You can work on improving it slowly but surely. Exactly, there's no need to force yourself. The important thing is that you inform our guests in a friendly manner. I hadn't thought about it like that. My thanks. That actually made me feel better. I'll let my comrades know we've been worrying ourselves over nothing. I'm glad we were able to put your concerns to rest. Now it's time we return to our guide practice. Please send my regards to Yubli. Alright. I'm curious. Okay. I'm wondering if some of the bandit fates are still around here. Alright, let's go Raphalos. Or Raphian. I keep forgetting what you bloody are. Raphalos. The male is Raphalos. The female is Raphian. Raphalos red, Raphian green. Forgetful guide. Oh, I'm so hungry I'm starting to smell the lunch I forgot to bring. Wait, do you have it with you? Hefty packed lunch, or hearty packed lunch. A delicious and filling packed lunch prepared by Wakesa. Here you go. And here I was resigned to finishing the tour on an empty stomach. Thank you for hiking all this way just for me. We'll take a break to eat the food Wakesa packed for us, and then we'll be on our way. We can let them know back at Doc Poga that everything's going to schedule. Lovely. Alright, back to Doc Poga, turn those in, and I guess we're good for the video. So we went for the quest, we've done some of the new dailies, we've seen what else gets unlocked. Yeah, it's all been good. A sympathetic ear. Thank you for listening and providing encouragement. Our newer trainees may have been outlaws once, but none can deny the effort they're making to redeem their less than savory past. Although, just between you and me, the chance to be escorted by a former bandit has become something of a draw for certain customers. In any case, as the agency continues to expand, I'm sure new concerns will arise. I'd appreciate it if you could be there for them again when the time comes. So, probably in about 5 hours for the daily reset? Yeah. Alright, we have to wait. Thank you for taking care of that delivery so quickly. The Potsworn's gold work we sell in our shop is highly sought after by customers with more expensive taste. It seems a memento like this becomes all the more special after having found it in such memorable surrounds. Which is all to say that if we're not careful, our stock soon runs dangerously low. I'd be grateful if you could help out again, should we need a hand. Alright. Welcome back. You were able to make Wakesa's delivery then. He puts a lot of thought into those lunches of his, making sure they're both filling and filled with a good mix of healthy foods. Such meals are essential for those longer tours into the wilderness, so hopefully his forgetful friend will remember hers next time. I highly doubt it. Lovely. Ooh. So, yeah, I think that's all I can do. I suppose I could do something I didn't show last time. Right, well, yeah. Where are you? There you are. Punuti. Inhabiting the waters of Dawntrail, these gentle giants have been employed by men since olden days to tow boats on the continent's rivers and lakes. This specimen is particularly inquisitive, and having been imbued with the ability to fly, it has further developed a taste for travel. If the Punutis are happy, then I'm happy too, Hubli. So yeah, you can have a Punuti as a mount. And he has an action. Muslim Brook, create a column of water. And you need to use this in some of the dailies. yeah, I think with that, I'm going to end the video here then. Yeah, there's not much else I can do. Alright, so this has been DragonofEternity going through more Final Fantasy XIV Dawntrail patch 7.1 content. In this video, I reached the Honored rank with the Pelupelu. So, in the next video, I guess we'll reach the next rank then. So that's gonna take me about a week at earliest. Yeah, so I'll have this done hopefully in time with the other videos. I'll see how it goes. So, yeah. With that all planned out, viewers of my rambling, hopefully now finally done. Until next time.